Yo, what's going on, party people, fat boy family? You already know what time it is. It's Wednesday, so it's worth it or not Wednesdays. Y'all already know this is my dive into basically any type of fragrance, but particularly we're talking about niche fragrances on Wednesday. I told you, I'm your favorite cousin. I'm your favorite fat boy. I'm growing my collection with you. You know what I'm saying? So we've been rocking with the clones. We talk about designers, you know what I'm saying, here and there, but definitely we're diving into niche. We want to make sure we get the full experience. And, you know, if you're watching for the first time, that is what you can expect on Wednesdays. You know, it's my decant series. It's my sample series. And so that lets you know whether or not, after we go through kind of a overview of everything, whether it's full bottle worthy. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about Sweet Taboo from none other than the perfumer, Chris Collins himself. All right. So this is actually going to be not compliments, because they didn't send it to me, but compliments of Scentbird. You guys have seen me. I think I've done another video talking specifically about Scentbird, but and some people are like, you know, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Is it a ripoff? Does it cost too much money? I mean, to me, if you're an enthusiast like myself, if you're a collector, if you're a content creator, especially, this is one of those set it and forget it type of things. It's like, I think my subscription is, I get into a month or whatever. Probably have no need to do any more than that. If there are other samples I want, I typically just get from like a Scent Split or something like that, or Decant. So Avant-Garde, I think they do decants. I think I've gotten a couple from there as well, unless you get like a discovery set or something. But it's dope. Like how I came into contact with Ormond Jane, I came into contact that way. I was actually watching the video. I think I had ordered the day before, not even realizing what I got. Montebaco Verano, and then I think Selly and Tazo was talking about, you know, Ormond Jane the next day. Nonetheless, going to be talking about Sweet Taboo. From the name, kind of, this is not even necessarily like a tobacco fragrance. That's what I was thinking when I saw the name Taboo, but it kind of makes sense because it kind of plays on it. The notes in here, it kind of plays on it as if it is. But for those of you who have never seen, you know, anything from Scentbird, first of all, I love these proprietary, you know, atomizers, these travel atomizers that they have. So that's what you can expect right there. Real dope. You know what I'm saying? Super, super, super dope. All right. You can see Chris Collins Sweet Taboo, and it pretty much comes in this case. All right. And you put that in there, close it. All right. And there you go. So you got the travel case that automatically comes with it. Typically in my order, I always get one of these. And so I have two of these now. And then you get the little travel case as well. You know, the little sleeve you can put it in. And then for the other fragrance, it actually comes in here in a little case like that. It's holding it. You just pop that open, pop the top. It ain't even that stiff. And then, you know, you get the other atomizer. All right. So just in case any of you are interested in Scentbird, I think if you're trying to discover new fragrances and you don't necessarily want to rely solely on fragrance reviewers and their opinions, Scentbird, you know, they have some what they call Scentbird Select. I think this is on the list of a select. And the other fragrance I got that I'm probably going to do next week is Fugazi. Vanilla Haze Fugazi. But yeah, they send you these cards that come with it. Your fragrance this month is Sweet Taboo, Chris Collins. This is an extrait. All right. And again, like I said, you get the note information on the back. So if you can see that there. So we'll go over it. So I'll read the card. Warm and inviting with a wink. This scent will become an obsession. This fragrance inspires you to break taboos in the search of pleasure. Gourmand notes like coffee, cardamom, and vanilla create a seductive atmosphere few can resist. Confident, approachable, sensual, extrait de parfum. So we got cardamom, we got cinnamon, we got geranium, we got coffee, and we got vanilla. It doesn't tell me specifically what order those are in, but y'all know what I'm gonna do. Let's go here to the good old handy dandy notebook. I'm up here talking about Blues Clues, handy dandy notebook. I think this one is in Fragrantica. Chris Collins Sweet Taboo. There we go. So as far as the chords, we got warm, spicy, aromatic, vanilla, cinnamon, cacao, amber, coffee, sweet. Okay. All right. So in the top, and there are a couple of things that, so these are the main ingredients. There are a couple of things that are not listed on here that Fragrantica does list. So you should see that on the screen right now. Cinnamon, cardamom, and clary sage in the top. Cacao pod, that's different. I know what cacao is, but not cacao pod. Coffee and geranium in the middle. Now this is going to be interesting because I think if y'all saw my Arrows Flame video and I told you it gives me a headache, I think I figured out what that is. I think it's the geranium in it. I'm going to do an experiment because this has a geranium in it as well. Then you have vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk. Okay. All right. Yeah. Geranium, I think, is the culprit, but we're going to find out. So I'm not even going to waste this in the air. Let's go ahead and get this on skin. 2 sprays. Okay. Now this is different. This is, if you heard my rant in my last live, I told you I'm not the biggest fan of cinnamon dominant fragrances. This one is cinnamon dominant right off the gate. Cinnamon and cardamom, you get that spice right off the gate. You get that home bazaar feel right off the gate, and y'all know how I feel about that. You get that slight, the sage brings in a slight, not earthiness, but if you've ever smelled sage before, you know it's kind of like smoky, earthy, whatever. So the cinnamon is the star of the show. Still kind of the star of the show as it starts to, you know, All right, now to me, let me tell you what they say. They say confident. You got to be confident in wear this. Approachable. This is definitely inviting and sensual. I get that. This is definitely sexy. This could be date night. This is more, let's go get coffee, happy hour. This is definitely nice, chilled. This is cashmere, corduroy. You know what I'm saying? Penny loafer type situation. Cashmere turtleneck type situation. Nice browned or like a pattern, like a blazer with some texture to it. Like in the wintertime, this would be real good in the wintertime because you can, you know, that's when you can get away with wool. You really can't wear wool in the fall like that unless it's cold where you are, like super cold. It's cool here in North Carolina, but we ain't got that cold yet. All right, so now as we start to dry down, that cinnamon and that cardamom calms down. So this is not something I would probably reach for in the top, but I could see myself trying this out. Now, I don't get a lot of coffee. I was thinking that geranium was gonna give me the same effect that Arrow's Flame does, but nah, it's not really. But you get the vanilla, you get the benzoin, you get everything on the bottom you get. The vanilla, the tonka bean, the benzoin, the musk. But now this is super sexy. This is super sexy. I can see the spice. I can definitely see in the beginning you getting compliments from this. This is going to be a great fall. I think it's going to be better suited for winter. This is lounge situation, nice date. This is going to cut. This is one of those fragrances we talked about date night. This is one of those that will cut through a lot of scents in the air, especially in the opening. Of course, I can't really talk about performance longevity because I just got it. But from a projection standpoint, I can see the cinnamon and the cardamom really giving you that, you know, I'm just saying, punch in the beginning. But it definitely mellows out. It smooths down. So like I said, because it's not the star of the show, it's definitely something I might be able to rock with. But yeah, like I if you're into cinnamon, if you're into cardamom, if you're into warm, spicy fragrances, if you have not tried it, this is definitely one. Sweet Taboo, Chris Collins. This is definitely one that you want to try out. Like I said, I still don't get, this is not a coffee fragrance. The coffee is not dominant. So the coffee here probably just helps mellow out that cinnamon or that cardamom. So it's probably one of those notes. It's not meant to project, like to be like, oh man, yeah, that's one of those coffee joints. Like, nah, it's just probably here to just kind of mellow things out. But again, cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla, benzoin, that's really the star of the show. So yeah, I think, me personally, I wouldn't say it's full bottle worthy for me. I think the decant, this is an 8 mil. I think it's 8 mil. This is gonna be enough for me to try out. I'm gonna try this out. I might try this out this weekend. I got some things planned. State Fair is also going on here in North Carolina. And so I'm gonna hit up a couple spots this weekend. We're gonna try this out and we're gonna see what's popping with that. We're gonna see if we can get, render some compliments, this, that, and the third. Got a haircut appointment scheduled for this week as well. So we make our normal Target run after that. We be out there in the streets after you get your hair cut, so I might try this out at Crabtree. I might see what's really popping with that. But I know for me personally right now, definitely I wouldn't purchase a full bottle of this right now. This is something that would have to grow on me because again, I'm not the biggest fan of cinnamon up top. And it's cinnamon dominant up top. It mellows down real quick. It smooths out. It's a nice, warm, spicy fragrance that sits on the skin very well. It's really gonna be nice. Like I said, it doesn't smell like Home Bazaar anymore. At least not on my skin. In the beginning, I was like, oh, this is one of those Home Bazaar fragrances. But right now, nice, warm, spicy fragrance that I think anybody, a mature man, this is not, if you young, you're not gonna rock with this. I don't know. Only reason I'm bringing up Ojan is because I know Ojan has cinnamon and cardamom in it as well. I don't think the two smell similar. Let me see if this is even a comparison. Nah, that's not even on the list. Yeah, the only reason I thought about it just because of the notes or whatever. This is not even on the list. But is it good? Yes. Is it full bottle worthy for me? I wouldn't buy a full bottle. Not right now. I wouldn't buy it. Like, not me personally. But is it good enough for me to rock and to wear and to see what's good with it? Yeah, but it's going to be one of those things that's probably going to sit on the shelf. It's not going to be something I reach for compared to a lot of other things that I might reach for. But if you like that note breakdown, if you like that combination, if you like that cinnamon, this, that, and the third, this definitely might be for you. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. Are you rocking with Chris Collins? Are there any other fragrances, you know what I'm saying, that you know of, that you're familiar with, what you think I should get my nose on next? I think the other one I have coming in is African Ruboy, whatever, the one that's in the red bottle, and well, he got a couple of them in the red bottle. It's whatever the one that says, let me take a look real quick. It's the one that says is African something. It's African something, and then I feel like Renaissance Man is the other one or whatever. And then I'll probably try to get some things directly from his website versus going through Scentbird, because it'll take forever for it to get here. So while it's still on my mind. But yeah, engage in the comments. Let me know, is this something you rocking with? Do you have a full bottle? Do you have a decant? Do you think it's something worth trying out? But until next time, catch you guys in the next video. Y'all be easy.